Hi, I'm Jeremy Sylvester, and I'm going to show you how to make a speed garage track. So today I'm going to use Ableton Live 9. It's not the latest version, but for this tutorial, it's not really that important. So I'll start off by using the sounds from my latest sample pack. It's called 9D4 Speed Garage Sample Pack, and it's available from www.loopwax.com. See the link below for more details, and also feel free to subscribe to the channel for more tutorials like this. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go through some drum sounds, look for some different sounds that can work together within the pack. So I've got my folders here. So we've got the drum loops folder. There's quite a few bits and bobs we can use, different variations of drums. Okay, so I mean, what I normally do is pretty much the foundation of my tracks is the kick drum. So everything kind of stems from the kick drum. So I tend to find a nice, juicy, fat, clean, punchy kick drum to work from. So everything else kind of stems around from that. Yeah. So there's one here. I'm gonna try and find. Should be here somewhere. Okay, this one. This one's pretty cool. So let me whack that into a track on Ableton and see what we got. Now what I tend to do is I compress everything. So I tend to put the drums through a glue compressor. This one here, which I've got already loaded up. So I'm just going to throw in some loops and sounds from the pack and just see what comes out. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, so as you can see, I've set the tempo at 135 BPM. That's normally a good basis to start from, especially for this kind of music. So I'm just going to play around with the drums, get some good levels on it, and then from there, I tend to look for some bass sounds. Yeah, okay, so that's good enough for now. Okay, next thing now is now what I'm going to be using for the bass is a plugin, a VST plugin, which can be downloaded for free from Martin Luna's site, which I'll show you later, or you can just look at the description below. There's a link so you can download this this plugin. It's a great plugin, one of my favorites for bass sounds. So I've got the plugin here. Okay. What I'm going to do as well, I'm going to load in. So this goes onto a MIDI track in Ableton. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is I have some bassline riffs already in MIDI, which I'm going to use and play around with for this track. Okay, so now there's one that I've picked out here that works quite well with this beat. Okay, so this is one here. I'm going to load it into a track there. Okay, and I'm going to solo it so you can just get if I can get it to play. Hang on a second. So as you can hear, this is just the initial default patch in PG8X. So right now I'm going to start playing around with it. Now, just a quick thing, I'm just going to freestyle this bass line and see what kind of sound I can come up with. So what I tend to start with is, if you look on the faders here, you've got DCO1 and you've got DCO2, okay? Now the range on DCO1 I put down to 16. The waveform from that, I would take it down to a square wave, okay? So immediately, you know, you're getting that sound already, okay? So, and on DCO2, I bring the range down again to 16, and I bring the waveform on that to square, all right? And I bring this fader down here, and I'll switch that off for now, okay? All right, so next thing now, the DCO2 mixer I'll bring right up so we can hear the two waveforms working together. But on DCO2, I'll bring the fine tune all the way down to -50 just to give it a little bit of. So you can hear the difference there. So yeah, so right now it's just a matter of playing around and seeing what kind of sounds I can come up with now. I mean, like I said, it's an excellent plugin, and I'd highly recommend this one. Yeah, let's have a play around and see what comes out. So I'm gonna play it with the beats, what we got here already, and see how it sounds. Yeah, just kind of give it that warp, trying to get that warp sound. So on the envelope one, what I'm doing here is just kind of just bringing in some of the attack, just to give it that warpness. Increase the sustain a little bit. Yeah, let me see how that sounds with the beats I have. As you can see on the bass track, I've put the glue compressor. I love this glue compressor. Really gives it a nice fat sound. Okay, One thing I forgot to tell you as well, on the master track, this is just my opinion. I mean, you know, my preference really, you know, as I'm building a track, I tend to kind of pre-master it as I go along, you know. So, you know, again, I put a glue compressor on it. I put an 8-band EQ, and I put a limiter on the track just to stop it from peaking. Okay, so the next thing I want to find, okay, I'm gonna play around with some, I don't know, some vocal loops to see what's in the pack and just have a look through and see.
Dirty bass, but, at the time. Put it up. Dangerous. Bad man. Babylon. I and I is a righteous man. I and I is.
I quite like the combination of a female vocal and a male vocal, in this case Mr. Kivado on the vocals with this pack. Which one is it? 03. Bud. Yep, love it. Let's go. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. It's got a nice vibe, energy about it. Love it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to try and find is some sound effects loops or some kind of, you know, a reggae soundboy sound system effect sounds. They're quite cool, especially in this kind of garage music. So I made a few loops which you can use. So let's have a look and see what we got here. Oh gosh, that's live. I like that one. See what that sounds like. Let me just mute these two just to see. Okay, let's go. Cool, man. I like that. So yeah, so that's pretty much basic setup of patterns I'm going to use together. So the next stage now really is just to start arranging. Okay, so now we have all the parts. We built up the track. We put all the elements in. They're all working together. We've got a nice little sound going on. So the next step now really is just the arrangement. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it simple. You know, I'm not gonna put too much into it. Sometimes I'm known for going a bit too deep. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just gonna keep it really simple. So yeah, I'm just gonna play around. So you know, start with some beats. DJs always love beats at the start so they can mix in tunes. So yeah, maybe 16 bars after this, just bring in some, I don't know, maybe bring in a female vocal, maybe start filtering up or something like that. Maybe, so I'm going to arm that track, the female vocal track, and then I'm going to record something in, okay? Oops, there you go. Alright, so yeah, let's just stretch that along for 16 bars. But what I'm going to do, I've already got the auto filter on this track already, so it's actually ready to start to record the filtering. So, track is armed. Actually, take it off there. Okay, so let me just start from maybe before. Let's set the record track here. Okay. Then. But yeah, let me just so at least I've got an idea now how it sounds. So now what I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do it on it. I'm gonna draw it in. I'm gonna draw in the effects. So I've got the auto filter run, and I'm gonna draw in the frequency. So here we go. Yeah, here it is. So it's kind of filtering up from here maybe. Okay, so here maybe we could go into a little breakdown. I suppose you could carry it on, I suppose, but I'm gonna keep this track really short, just for purposes of this tutorial. Okay, so yeah, I'll just kind of bring in the elements a little bit quicker, just to give you an idea. Yeah, so we could carry on the vocal a little bit there, I suppose, just for level 16 bars. Let me see, and then bring in something else with it. Yeah, actually, yeah, I'll bring that in. Yeah. Okay, let's have a listen. Yeah, so what I'm going to do here is just a random idea. I'm going to start filtering out the female vocal here. Okay. And then maybe put in some reverb, increase the reverb on the ragga vocals as it comes towards the end there. So I've got the reverb here. I'm gonna automate the output from the reverb on the ragga vocal. I'm also gonna automate the decay time as well. So where is that? Decay time. There you go. So yeah. So start off relatively small decay and then it increases. That's a bit much. Alright, okay. So when that's finished, I'm going to bring the drums back in. So just copy the drums over like that. So this time I'm going to bring the bass. The good old bass. Okay, here we go. On the track. Okay, so I've got so roll with that for a bit. On the second half of that is just bring in that vocal again. Just remembering to just bring the filters back up there. Yeah. Start a little bit beforehand. What you can do in that little drum cut, just kind of filter up the just to make it nice and smooth. Maybe not. Let's have a look. Yeah, let me just do a little bit of a drum cut there. So I'll extend the drums on number 16 now, and maybe let's have a look. What I can do, bring in an effect loop, see what that sounds. there's a lot of movement going on in that short amount of time, which is quite cool actually. It just keeps the vibe, keeps the energy going. So there's always things going on all the time. So that's a good thing. But of course, in order to do that, you got to have all the elements working together and enough elements in there to do that in the first place. So. Okay, so here we go. Let's record that. Here we go. Yeah, that's cool. And then, okay, let me hear that, how that sounds. Always remember to save your tracks. What I can do in that breakdown is put some atmospheric pads. Let's have a look in the folder and see what we got there, just to create some atmosphere there. Yeah, that don't sound too bad. Let's try that. Rename the track. Let's put pads. Pads. Can't spell. All right, here we go. So on that track. Okay. So let me bring the levels down with that. Yeah, so that's pretty good so far. So the only thing I'm going to add, which is not in the pack, is a crash cymbal. So I'm going to find one of mine in one of my packs here, and let's see what we got. Okay, let's have a look and see what we got. Crashes. Pretty cool. So just create a new track for that, rename it. Always get in the habit of renaming things. Okay, so it's a bit loud. Bring the levels down. Basically, I mean, yeah, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to add a couple more little raggery little sampley bits we can just drop in there. Here we go. What's some the sound boys? That's pretty cool. It's kind of a gunshot sound there we can probably just use just before the drop. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. What I can do here is just, I'm going to cut the ragga vocal out there, just when the guns come in, and then I'm going to put another vocal in, just to kind of... Take the cuts out there as well. And, listen. What I can do is, instead of having 4 guns, just put 2 guns and I put a little rewind. Shoot some rewinds on there. There you go. Some rewinds there. Alright, so take these off there, take those 2 off there, drop a rewind there. Make it stop as the beat comes in. Also as well, what I'm going to do is just drop a little vocal in there or something just to kind of...
Put it up, selector. Put it up, selector. Put it up, selector. Put it up, selector. Put it up. Put it up. Put it up, selector.
Put it up, selector. Yeah. All right.
What? Put it up, selector. What? Put it up, selector.
And there you go. Just a really quick beat arrangement just to give you an idea how to make a speed garage track using my latest sample pack 9D4 Speed Garage sample pack available from loopwax.com. So feel free to check it out if you want. Some great sounds in there. You can make your own little beats. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to be doing lots more tutorials like this in the future, all on Loopwax's YouTube channel. So please do subscribe on the channel and leave your comment. Anything you want to know, any questions, please ask them there for you. So yeah, thanks very much for listening to me. I'm Jeremy Sylvester. Peace out.